Hey everybody, Cowboy here, and today on our private live lab, we took a look at the macro. So we zoomed way out, we took a look at all of the Bitcoin price history, and we're using that to possibly determine when the next bull market is going to be. Again, this is not investment advice. Talk to your licensed investment advisor before investing in markets because that can be risky. And also, this is just our opinion. This is not the opinion of anybody else, and it's all for educational purposes only. But we show you how we think we can determine when the next crypto bull market comes. Enjoy the clip. Also, take a look at the bottom of the screen. You see a QR code. You can zap that with your phone to go over to our website or simply type in the URL that we have at the bottom of the screen. And if you stick around after the video, we have a little bit more information on how to find us and what we do. All right? Enjoy. If you want to just buy like altcoins that you think you're going to do well in the next cycle, then I'll show you how I would do that if I wasn't already in the market. So let's do a new layout. Now I'm going to look at the Bitcoin Liquid Index, okay? So Bitcoin Liquid ELX, the Brave New Coin Liquid Index for Bitcoin. Okay, so this goes back in time really far. Bitcoin Liquid Index, and we're going to actually look at Brave New Coin. Actually, let's do that. Brave New Coin. Okay, ELX Brave New Coin. And this is only on the daily or higher. So I'll go to weekly. And so historically, let's see if I can go to log. So how do I, there it is, log. So the A is the auto, L is logarithmic. So if I go to logarithmic, that's going to give you some data that I can actually use for these purposes going back so far, because the market is, of course, changing over the years, so logarithmic will smooth that out. And so you have there should be a halving indicator. Coin halving events. Okay, so we see that there is a trough, and the bottom is happening. The first one was November of 2011, and the halving was in November of 2012. So that was like a year before the halving. The first cycle is a little funky. Just kind of understand that that is what that is. Now the second cycle, the bottom happened in January of 2015. So let's actually not use arrows. Let's be professional about this, right? We can use vertical lines. So the first bottom was here, but the first cycle is funky. Second bottom was in January of 15, and the next halving was July of 16. We did also have a second look at the bottom in August of 15, right? So it kind of double bottomed on us. The next bottom was November of 2018 with a revisit in February of 19, and then you had your third halving in May of 20. So what we're looking at here is anywhere from, let's see, so July of 16, so a year and a half up until about a year before the halving is the bottom, right? So in this case, the next one we have is November, December, all the way to January. The next halving happening in April. So that was about a year and a half before the halving, right? Well, when's the next halving? It's not on this chart. So let's look at the 20 halving. I think it's supposed to be in May. So we'll just kind of see what the estimated date is. Next Bitcoin halving is expected in April, late April of 2024. So back to our chart. Or BLX. So April-ish of 2024. So that's going to be here-ish, right? Like late April. So they're expecting the next halving to be here that we will code yellow. And so a year to a year and a half before that is going to be November of 22 to April 24. Yeah, that's about it. So our bottom was probably either of these dates. code these blue. So of course the market, it is changing. So you can see how price kind of bottoms out and then kind of climbs and makes a second bottom, right? It bottomed out and it revisited, right? Bottom, revisit, and it even kind of stretched out a little bit. So we did have a bottom and a revisit here. So it might be that, the bottom is in. That was around 15,000. Of course, if there's an event like in 2020, that's where this big move down came. That was an event. So the 2020 crash was when the whole market kind of fell apart. And that actually revisited the bottom due to an event. So if there's an event, there might be another opportunity to swipe up cryptos. But at this point, according to this chart, it does look like Bitcoin's going to just range and eventually make its way, to the halving, maybe a little raise up, down, and then you get your next all-time high, right? More or less. So yeah, maybe looking for a revisit of the lows to buy those alts. That might be a strategy. It might be that just we're going to see, how price kind of, where is it? Yeah, I don't know. It might just be the time to buy alts right now. It could be, according to that. I might look for, a move down. I might look for an event, look for all the cryptos and everything to just, freak out and get cheap real quick. And maybe that's when the time is to go in and buy things. It might be just a better way to do it is to average in, just look for small moves down and buy those. But this would be actually the real time was back in the end of last year. That really was the time. But still, I think it might be, if everything continues as it has before, then that's probably the way to go. It's just now is the time to start averaging in, buying small positions. But, you have to do your own research. You have to figure out what's best for you. But this is a scientific way to look at things rather than willy-nilly, I think it's a good time. Or, this alt went up really high before. So, this is more of an approach of using data, right? So we are live every weekday, 8:30 AM EST, giving out free content. Come check us out on YouTube. Come talk to us. Go over to the website. That's www.algofactory.tech. Again, www.algofactory.tech. And for a limited time promotional offer, we are giving out memberships at $49.99 a month. There's a ton that we're offering over there. Come see what that's about. Also, you can see our Twitter link. All the links are up on YouTube. Come talk to us on social media. See us on the live YouTube videos. We hope to see you soon.